Yo, what's going on, y'all? Day 2 of this YouTube shit, man. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm trying. I'm posting every day, like I said. So y'all might as well go and like, comment, subscribe, share it, tell the people, repost it. You ain't got to do it if you want, do whatever you want. I don't care. But I do appreciate the support for those who do. So earlier today, I get home from school, doing some homework, looking at the trading charts, making a phone call, and I'm eating some food, man. Just trying to stay productive. And as I'm getting ready, I think to myself, shit, great topic for a video. How to overcome fears and anxieties of going to the gym as a beginner. I experienced that 2 years ago. It was 2020 of August. I was in the Air Force living in Washington. And there was a deployment came up to go overseas to Turkey. I took the deployment. It was COVID. Everybody was fucking miserable. Everybody in the world was dealing with it. And up there, we couldn't go outside and hike. We couldn't go fish. All gyms were shut down. Everything was just, it was tough. It was tough. That was tough. I ain't do nothing but play the game with my brothers, my uncle, and some friends, like coworkers and shit. It was tough, but going overseas, they had the gym open, bowling alleys were open, like there was a bar open, restaurants were open. So I was like, man, why would I stay here? Wow, and I'm gonna get some extra money. Like I can go have more fun for these 6 months over there versus staying home here in the States and just being miserable, trapped inside like a prisoner, man. But out of that trip, my biggest takeaway was to go to the gym and just get my feet set in there, man. So I went over there skinny, about 170. I live about 185, man. I really grinded. I really grinded hard. I had an abundance of food. I had an abundance of gym. I had an abundance of free time. And also, from working. I had a set schedule. I was off 2 days on the weekend, worked 5 days a week. 2 days I'd work 12 hours, 3 days I worked 6 hours. So yeah, I started getting in there, and to be precise, my fear was people judging me, like the big beastly women and men in there. I was scared of them judging me, man, and scared of how they might look at me, like I'm gonna look stupid in there with that lad weight, like just a little bit of weight that I'm on there doing. People were gonna look at me as stupid, and the big, strong people in there that have the experience, they were gonna laugh at me. That was my fear. That was my fear, just what people thought. And to be honest, my homie Beavis, if you ever see this video, man, I hope you do someday. You really helped me out a lot. He told me, man, them people in there that are beasts, they don't give a fuck. They don't care about you. They don't care about the fact that you don't know what you're doing. They don't care about the fact that you're weak. They don't care because they started there for one, and they'd rather see you in there working than not in there working. Then they'd rather see you in there working than sitting on your couch watching the Boondocks cartoon all day, or playing your Xbox or your PlayStation, or scrolling Instagram and TikTok. They'd rather see you in there working. They'll judge you for being lazy and for not prioritizing your health, for not prioritizing your fitness, for not being disciplined, for not choosing to, and forgive me for my metaphor, to grow some wrecking ball nuts. Now, men and women can have wrecking ball nuts. It's just a metaphor. I ain't being literal. So it took me just being brave, man, and telling myself, I know what I had to do. I just had to do it. And once I got over that hump, from there, it was over with. I don't have a fear of the gym no more. I'll go to any gym. Now, every day I go to the gym, I still get anxious, and I'm not too sure why. I guess I'm just getting amped up for, I guess my brain knows what's coming, and it's getting ready for the intensity. Because I feel like I'm the hardest worker in any gym. Y'all might not see it now, man, but I'm going to get there, just like you will. But so people aren't judging you. They're judging you for being lazy. And then you just got to do it. Just like Nike, just like the shirt I got on, man. Just do it. Just do it. Visualize yourself achieving that goal, and try to put yourself in that feeling of joy, that feeling of accomplishment, and know how you're gonna feel when you look back and say, bro, I'm glad I put that work in. I'm glad I disciplined myself, dedicated myself, and just said, screw it, man. I'm about to achieve this goal. So yeah, that's how I overcame it. You just gotta do it. And then it's a simple fear to overcome. It's quite simple. Like, you're not really risking life or death. You're risking injury, but as long as you're being legitimate and practical with yourself as a beginner, you step into that gym. Educate yourself beforehand. If you have zero experience, educate yourself beforehand. Don't go in there blind, just like, picking up a weight and not knowing how to properly, the proper angles and mechanics of weightlifting. Because you could take your shoulder, that's the most delicate, joint, tendons, ligaments in your body. It's the most delicate one because they're the way the bone is structured. They can get caught up on that on the bones in there, your tendons and ligaments, which will cause inflammation, and that's just all from like not having the proper arm angles and not having the proper mechanics. It's simple. I'm not a fitness coach yet. I might be one day, but yeah, just go watch other folks, man, for the techniques and technicalities of weightlifting. That's what I do. I watch YouTube videos if I feel like I'm doing something wrong and I want to perfect it. I go and tune into a YouTuber who's certified in that realm of things. But so to add on to how I overcame that fear, I got a gym story for y'all. Today's Wednesday, so previously on Monday, I was doing my push day, and I'm in there working. I'm doing my thing. I'm doing so my fifth workout, lat raises, 10-pound dumbbells. Man, you don't need to do nothing too crazy because you're gonna be incorporate other things besides your delts, so your side delts. So I'm in there working. It's two gentlemen. One guy, he's got long dreads, got permanent gold teeth in his mouth. He tatted up everywhere. And he a big guy. Like, you could tell he been working out for some years now. And he's got a overweight guy that he's in there trying to teach. I assume he's teaching them. And they seem to be related because they have like the way they were communicating with each other, they seem very comfortable. So the guy's overweight. The guy he's training, he's overweight. And to add to that, he's diabetic. He's in there working. He's diabetic. He could just faint. But the strong guy was getting onto the overweight guy saying, man, you taking this pill for diabetes, but the doctor just giving it to you and you ain't really fixing the problem. You just blanketing the problem. Like, you ain't really addressing the issue and correcting the issue. And he's telling him, man, you got to put the proper foods, put proper sugars, the proteins, the proper carbs, and the proper liquids into your body, man. If you like to see some improvements in your health, and then once you make those improvements in your nutrition, that'll spill out into your ability to train, and your ability to work out in the gym. And so I'm hearing this conversation as I'm resting between my sets, and I wear the Beats Power Pro, whatever it is, Power Beats Pro. They're not noise canceling, so I can hear some spillage of the noise around me. And he's getting on to him, like he's passionately trying to help the guy he's teaching or he's working out with, trying to help him improve his fitness. He's passionately getting on to him, and I see an opportunity for me to give a positive perspective to enhance his thoughts. I see that opportunity, and I take it. And normally I shy away from that, but I feel like, I'm starting to realize like that may be part of my calling, is to put a smile on somebody's face, to share my perspectives, man. Like, more people can do that. It's not a special thing to do it. It's not some, oh, you got a special purpose in this world. Like, no, everybody can do that. But a lot of us, and for me, I'm gonna speak on me. So for myself, I shy away from it because, that ain't my place. That ain't my business. I was taught, man, you mind your business and you focus on you. And nah, man, it's time to start positively impacting people in ways that we can. So I start telling them, and I say, man, I promise you, man, hey, you safe in here, man. Ain't nobody judging you, bro. Like, they're gonna judge you for not prioritizing your health, for not choosing to do the right things for your body and your fitness. They're gonna judge you then, but they're not judging you for being in here. You might not be the most precise with the movements. You might not be the strongest. You might not be the quickest, and you might be more exhausted than everybody else, man. But who cares? Like, stick with this shit for a year, man, and see where it gets you. Like, you'll be very happy, man. You'll be very happy you stuck with it. And he started smiling, and that right there, I was like, man, hey, I did something right there. And, now the 3 days I've been to the gym this week, or the 2 days following that Monday, I'm in there dapping them up now. So, I'm forming, I'm getting myself into the gym community, as people would say. So just that guy's in there working with the diabetes, and that guy's in there working with the ankle bracelet. There's no excuse, man. There's no excuse. Start slow. Get into the gym if you're a beginner. Start slow. Tell you just got to do it. Get in there and start slow. I seen them two people, man, and I'm like, man, there ain't no reason in the world. If you're healthy, if you got functional health and functional mechanics of your body, and you have a goal and you aspire to be physically fit, there's no reason. So how does overcoming this fear of the gym apply to other areas in life? This has been the biggest thing for me. If you saw me 8 years ago and you telling me I'm making a YouTube video, boy, ain't no way in hell I'd get in the camera and talk. I'm still camera shy. And maybe I can make a video on that one day. That's a whole different topic. I researched that, and I'd like to share what I learned about that. But anyway, to see me making a video now, I attribute that to get my ass in that gym 2 years ago, August 2020, man. I attribute my ability to get in front of this camera and speak and post videos, and I attribute that to stepping foot in that gym, man. I stepped foot in that gym, and it helped me realize, man, I'm more capable than I thought, far more capable than I thought. It started to breed abundance, an abundance of confidence, an abundance of self-esteem. My life became abundant, man. My social life, the positivity that I would feed myself, it became more. Negativity started to just slowly just get up out of there, and positivity just was being consumed always. And it helped me change the perspective on myself. I wasn't looking in the mirror like, you sorry, boy, you lazy. Them thoughts creep in your head, and a lot of people, they ain't gonna tell you that, but I'm here to tell the truth, man. I felt like shit about myself. I hated myself. I didn't like what I saw in the mirror. And what I was doing in my personal life, what people couldn't see, how I was thinking about myself and viewing myself, that spilled into my ability to perform in life and to excel in life. Like, I was still doing good at my job. I would still meet women and have success with the ones I would meet. But socially, like, I felt no confidence. In the room I walked in, I wasn't confident. Once I got in that gym and developed that discipline, started putting in that effort, and maybe on the scientific level, better chemicals in your brain start spilling in your brain and go throughout your body. So, yeah, I walked in the room and, my presence was noticed. And it wasn't because I was physically fit. It was it was a reflection of how I thought about myself. I started thinking better about myself, and I was able to garner, I guess you could call it, my vibe was stronger, my aura was stronger, because I felt better about myself. I was walking with my head high, chest up, chest out, and it was no longer like, oh God, I don't feel good. No, it wasn't none of that, bro. All that changed. Everything became abundant, and anything that you could think of as me being a man, money became abundant. No bullshit, money became abundant. Positivity became abundant. My social life became abundant. Like, any way that you could think of, my life benefited. And it started once I stepped in that gym, and I started becoming honest with myself. I started seeing things about myself, and I was like, man, I was hurt, man. I was broken, and I was the enemy. It wasn't nothing else. It wasn't something that somebody told me 15 years ago. It wasn't something that I saw on TV. It wasn't something it wasn't some bad life experience, man. It was just me and the choices I was choosing to make. Choices lead to actions. Actions lead to results, man. You made negative choices, it's gonna lead to negative actions, man, that don't benefit you, and it's gonna lead to negative results. You're not gonna be feeling too great about yourself and where life is for you. So Yeah, recap, man, real quick. Overcoming the fear of that gym. How did I do it? I realized, man, them people not judging me for being in there. They commend me, they praise me. I probably motivate them. They're judging me for sitting on that couch and not doing nothing, and for being scared and timid of the gym. I'm not gonna die. I'm not gonna break in half. You might, if you ain't being smart, you might break in half. Especially if you skinny like I would, boy, you might break in half. But and I knew what I had to do. I just had to do it. I had to get over that anxiety, man, that fear. It's a real fear, but it's one of the more simple fears in the world to overcome. Like I said, you're not really risking death, and maybe you have an underlying health condition that you just might not know about, or you might get in there and start going hard, and you might pass out and die. That's extremely unlikely, but you know, I'm just listening scenarios here. And then, you know, yeah, I just had to do it, bro. I just had to do it and visualize myself achieving that goal, you know, a year from now, seeing myself where I want to be, visualization, and knowing how good I'll feel once I get there. Then the gym story, man, like a diabetic guy and a guy with an ankle monitor on his ankle. He probably can't even leave a certain location, but he found a way to get permission to still foot in that gym and put that work in. And the diabetic guy, he was having a hard day in there. He was feeling bad because the pill he had took that day, and you know, that's just motivation right there. I told dude, man, you motivate me, bro, because there's no reason he should outwork me. No disrespect to him, but there's no reason he should outwork me. So that makes me want to work harder, man. I see dudes in there going hard, man. I see people in there who probably found it very difficult to get in there in the first place, and probably don't like themselves for allowing themselves to get into the position that they're in now. That is purely motivation. That's purely motivation. And he's in there. Why can't I be? Why can't you be? You know, if those guys are in there working, it ain't no excuse. And then how does this thing of overcoming your fear of that gym apply to other areas in the world, man? Other areas in your life. You're gonna develop an abundance of confidence, an abundance of self-esteem, an abundance of positivity. And you have to be cognitive of these things. You have to consciously make efforts to become abundant, to become positive. But stepping foot in that gym, overcoming those big fears, it makes it a little bit easier. I don't know the science behind it, but this is just my experience, and I can only give you my experience. You know, that's all I have to offer is mine, and maybe it can help you in some shape, form, or fashion. So yeah, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in, man. More videos is gonna come. If you like, you know, like, comment, subscribe, share with people. You ain't got to. Like I said, I'm here every day, and you can tune in or not, man. You can enjoy it. You can enjoy me on the journey if you want, man. But thank y'all. I love y'all. Y'all have a blessed day.